You may be all too familiar with this tragedy. Please just be Ho-Ho. It couldn't even have been. You can't script this, man. You really can't make this up. But I come to you today, a new man, who is definitely not coping with his loss. I come to you as a man trying to explain why I made the choice I made and hopefully guide others into making a proper choice for themselves as well. I will be sharing thoughts that I have about the game and rounding it out with possible criticisms, compromise, confirmations, or even rejections of my previous ideas. So let's dive in. First, let's examine my account, see what I have brewing, and see how it may align or misalign with how I think about things. Just so everyone's on the same page, I'm aiming for a dot team and a mono quantum team. I had started on the Kafka banner, and this is what I'm working with. As you can see, I severely lack real forms of solo sustain. A good account will see at least 2 forms of a solid solo sustain units like Bailu, Gepard, Locha, Fujuan, or Lynx. And I can see you eyeing my Lynx, and to that I say she is simply not enough for my dot team. Kafka's damage is just too low, and by the time it matters, the fight is kind of over. To survive, I have to include Fire MC, and at that point, it's just Kafka with Sampo or Asta. The damage output is abysmal. When I think about the future dot teams, I see a hybrid that is Ho-Ho on that team, and that's just it. The focus is that she's also a pseudo harmony unit as well as being a sustainer. She lets the dot team ult more often, gives attack, which they really like, and isn't too heavy on the SP. She aligns wonderfully with how I think about the game, and having at least 2 solid solo sustain units is really important. Not to mention it overlaps with harmony, just like Fujuan. And we all know how busted Fujuan is. We'll be exploring this more as we dive into some of the comments or criticisms I've seen. For example, MOC is easy. You do not need solo sustainers. MOC is definitely getting harder in the upcoming patch as they're introducing a floor 11 and 12. And I'm already struggling with sub 10. Kafka does alright damage, but that's really it. She doesn't do enough when I need 2 sustaining units to pass by the content. That has been my experience, and I can already tell you Ho-Ho is doing a work, okay? As you may be seeing, I'm pushing through MOC now, and I even did the special Wolfo MOC stages, so that's pretty nice. The game is tempting you. It's how they work. Yeah, absolutely. These are gotcha games. That's 100% true, and I didn't really fall victim to that. She's just necessary on the account, especially in the state it's in. Keep in mind, I'm working towards a dot team and a mono quantum team. She's excellent for that dot team, so I see her as a pretty necessary unit and one that I want. You could argue maybe it was a mistake for going for her so soon, especially with all these units consecutively, but having 2 solo sustainers does a lot more for my account than Silverwolf at the moment. So if I don't get her, that's that, and well, that's I'll have to be eating. I need less for my quantum team at the moment, as you guys may be able to see. They are blasting through these stages with no difficulties. And I do need help with my dot team, so there it is. If I happen to miss Silverwolf, it is what it is. Silverwolf would really shine in a situation where I have more proper DPS to select from and maybe mix and match with. At the moment, she doesn't really fit on the account, and she's kind of unnecessary already for my Seal Hypercarry team to operate, so do I really already need to make that team perform better? Or would I want to bring my dot team up to that par? I tell you, I made a choice. I definitely made a choice. Another criticism is that the 4 stars are horrible on this banner. Definitely wait for the Silverwolf banner. And yeah, the Silverwolf 4 stars are super cracked. But for this point, I don't have the best counter. But I think it's still something important to consider. You are not guaranteed any of the 4 stars that are on the banner. You can totally get rolled and just end up with very little, if any of them. And we've seen this in Genshin, where players have achieved a C6 Wanderer with maybe a single copy of Farazan. And I just have to mention that that's insane, okay? The number of pulls that you have to go through, the number of 4 stars you're going to be seeing, and you maybe catch 1 Farazan or none. It's not likely, but it very well can just happen. Same thing with Ito and Goro, and it's a huge bummer. Basically, yeah, the 4 stars suck on Ho-Ho's banner, but I try not to look at 4 stars on banners too closely, as I may not even see them at all when I'm pulling. Is it definitely an icing on the cake? And at the end of the day, very important? Absolutely. Undeniably so. But if you really want or need a 5-star character, they shouldn't dissuade you. But with that said, this is a situation that takes a bit more nuance and understanding, and it has to be worked out on a case-by-case basis. In my case, I'm getting that dang ho-ho, okay, I tell you what. And for the last criticism I kind of want to cover here, a bit of a shameful one, I say. Dude, just use Pela. What the f are you doing? And to this I have to say, I'm sorry. Yeah, I am sorry. I'm an idiot. I know Pela is really good, and I'm just a little stupid in the head sometimes. Yeah, that's about the best defense I got there. Yeah, she's incredible and absolutely pumps. I didn't expect her to go as hard as she did in MOC 10, especially with these new units they have rolling around. But yeah, she made my Kafka do like 50% more damage, 50% more than like Asta. Pela's kind of good. We're mad at that guy.
White now. Oh, never mind.
Oh, she's early.
Wait.
Oh,
Wait, really? No way. Wait, actually?
dude, I'm so
Holy
lucky.
shit. Yeah, it's crazy because Eric stopped talking and then suddenly just good luck
No,
happened.
it's because I joined your stream the first time, dude. It started happening.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh, you see that dude right there, the fucking bated
Dude,
breath?
I'm
Control demise.
Oh, wait, what the hell? Dude, I'm getting so many
that
4-stars.
four-star jump scare.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Go.
Some may be wondering where these extra jades came from, and all I can say is that I'm a very kind friend, so surprise! We ended up getting her after all, and at the very low pity, which is very like Hoyo to troll after you spend a little money. To some, Hoyo may not have been the best long-term choice, but falling into this rabbit hole of thought is a little bit detrimental towards development. Why pull a DPS unit when I see a new DPS unit 3 months out that's just a little better? Why pull any unit until the game has completed its lifespan and we know which are the top picks for sure? She may or may not be the absolute best long-term choice in the next 2 years, but for me, here and now, as well as for the foreseeable future, she's an absolute must. I mean, I immediately got over the OC8 wall I had been grappling with, and I've now completed everything, just with her added to the account. My account simply needed another Soul Sustainer, and she doubles as an excellent Harmony hybrid teammate for dot teams. So I hope everyone who has made it this far can understand where I'm coming from. I'd say my old plans are miraculously, and thanks to the power of friendship, back on track. I hope to at least get a Hanya, and if I'm blessed by Silverwolf, then so be it. Wallachun saves the day again. For some, this may be an unsatisfying conclusion, but I promise it's for the best for my account, and I'm very happy with it, even with the money spending part aside. I really appreciate everyone out there offering advice. I did actually listen to some of it, especially the comments about Pela. Yep, very good. For my teams right now, Kafka's is still a little bit on the slow side on the clear time, but that doesn't really matter as much because he'll just kind of blast through the rest. So thanks for watching, and if you made it this far, I make much better videos than this, so I hope you'll subscribe. I'm out here making videos on HSR and eventually ZZZ when it releases, so thanks for watching, and that's all for me. See ya.